All right, this is segment 6 at the end of class 1 of setting limits and building cooperation. So we have given you 3 listening tools. We've given you the idea of bringing the limit, the idea of stay listening while your child has feelings about the limit you just brought, and the idea of listening partnerships for yourself, of allowing yourself to offload the feelings that you have that have been building up over time because you care so much about this job that you're doing with all your heart. So now we want you to take a week or 2 to use these tools, explore them, experiment with them. And so we're giving you the homework of bringing the limit, of stay listening when you can, for as long as you can, and of finding a way to sort of jumpstart the emotional release process while you explore building a listening partnership. So we want you to read the booklets that are in PDF form in Module 1 of your online classroom. There are several booklets about children's emotions and emotional release. There's one on crying, there's one on tantrums, there's one on healing children's fears, and there's a listening partnerships booklet there as well. There's a booklet on setting limits, which sort of says again the things that I have said to you here. And so we want you to absorb the reading. Also, there are things to listen to. There is a very nice, very short audio clip of a mom setting limits with her 2.5-year-old. And what's interesting is that the crying process is short. It's about 7 minutes. The mom is asking her daughter to turn off the recorder on her smartphone. And the daughter wants to play with the recorder some more. She doesn't want to turn it off. So the mom is saying, "Sweetie, we need to turn it off now." And her child is crying, big wave of crying, and another wave of crying, and another wave of crying. "Please, can I have it on, please? But I want to." The mom is saying, "No, sweetie, we need to turn it off." And you'll hear how the mom stays with her child, how she conveys her attention through her voice. You don't have to do it this way. This is the way this mom does it. You're going to have your own way of paying attention, which might not involve a lot of, ooh. You know, you might want to stay silent and just use eye contact and use your body language. That's okay. You get to pay attention your way, the way that it feels good to you. What's so interesting is that at the end of this little clip, you have to listen very carefully because the child's voice is very soft, but she stops crying, and then she comes up. She's able to think again. She comes up with this elegant solution to, "I want to play with the recorder, but my mommy needs me to turn it off." So listen very carefully. She invents a way. She says, "Okay, mommy, can we turn it off, but then I can pretend to turn it on?" And her mommy says, "Sure, you can do that." And then the recorder goes off. It's so sweet. But it's really a good example of how a child recovers her ability to think, recovers some flexibility, can have a new and fresh idea that really works with what the parent needs to have happen. So I want you to listen to that. And there's also a sample. It's not a sample. It is a recording of a listening partnership to sort of give you an idea of how parents sound when they've developed a listening partnership, what goes on, what it's like. And what we want you to do is sort of listen for where parents are able to laugh, where they're able to say very frankly what's going on, where they might be able to cry, where they might be able to work on fear a little bit. So listen for that there. We'll be moving on to class 2, but I really encourage you to spend 1 week at least, if not 2 weeks, working with the tools that we've just given you, working with the ideas in the booklets. Experiment, try it. Do not expect yourself to be perfect at this. You're trying to undo a whole lifetime of indoctrination that crying and tantrums and full emotional expression are bad. So you're not going to be good at this quickly. But your even efforts that sort of go in the halfway correct direction are going to really help your child and help you learn. So mess around, make mistakes, try things, see what happens. But as much as you can, leave the old tools behind. If you don't know what to do and your mind is like not working well, and you have no way to solve a difficulty, lie down. Lie down on the floor right there where you are. Just lie down. Don't try to fix anything. Let it be awful. If you can stop trying to fix it, oftentimes your own feelings can come forward and you can have a little stomp while you're lying there, or have a little cry. And that will actually begin to help restore the connection between you and your children. They'll notice something's different. They'll come around. They will invent a way to connect with you. And it's okay to cry there lying on the floor, or to make big noises lying there on the floor. That won't harm your child if you warn them ahead of time. Sweetie, Mommy has to make a big noise now. Or sweetie, Daddy has to roar a little bit. I'm really upset. Rah! But don't continue in the old tool direction, because it won't help you learn new things. So try these tools out and take your time. You have 6 weeks with these classes, so take your time. And in class 2, we're going to teach you a very powerful connecting tool that will help your child feel more connected before he or she asks for connection with off-track behavior. Okay? We've got lots more coming for you. Thank you for your faith in us. Thank you for finding us. And I hope you have an interesting next week or two.